What is up, Broncos country? I'm your host, Dak. Joining me is my counterpart, Montoya, Mile High Montoya, as I like to call him. Thank you guys for joining us. This is your favorite part of your day, your favorite part of your week, Monday with the Broncos Bros. You know how we do. It seems like it's really quiet. This is typically the quiet before the storm. It feels like, we're just trying to get to the damn draft, man. But we got a fun episode today. We're gonna be grading the Broncos roster. We're gonna give you guys our report card. Kind of give a grade of as to how we think it should be graded before the draft. That way we could kind of reflect after the fact. But man, I'm excited to do this show with y'all. But do you even Broncos, bro? I still do.
Touchdowns and tackles, our spirits are high. From the mile-high cheers, we reach for the sky. Analyze instead, every week we grind. Passions in our hearts, leave no fan behind. The heart of the game, let's make it clear. Do you even Broncos, bro? You know we here. Do you even Broncos, bro, when we hit that field? Orange and blue pride, it's our strength and our shield. Every win, every loss, we deal with the flow. Broncos bros on the mic, let the whole world know.
Let's get into it.
I'm back with your favorite part of Monday.
Broncos bros. Let's get it.
The Broncos bros, all right? We got lots to talk about tonight, of course.
A lot.
How you doing, bro? How you doing? How was the week?
The week was long leading up to the day, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I thought this weekend I was gonna die, bro. I was freaking dying. It is a drug, bro. I look at the clock. Time ain't going anywhere, bro. Like, it just felt long. But you know what, bro? I'm glad we're here today. Monday, Broncos Bros Monday. We got a lot to talk about. We made some shit up, for the viewers. Let's have a good time. This weekend it was the Rockies. They got their asses swept. That's okay. We're gonna be talking about the Nuggets. We got some March Madness, right? And then, like I said at the beginning, we're gonna give our report card for the Broncos. Maybe the fans agree with us, maybe not. But follow us in the comments. Give us your guys' takes. We're all fans here. We're all here together, unified as one.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. And since George is just chomping at the bit, let's get to the housekeeping. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching this on X, swap on over to YouTube. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We would gladly appreciate it. After you do that, please check out all our other shows throughout the week that we have for you guys. Mondays and Fridays, Orange and Blue Blitz with Isaiah. Broncos Bros, yours truly, at 7 p.m. And then on Tuesdays, you got the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue with Jay, Johnny, and Broncos Grump. And then we got our doubleheader on Wednesdays, 2:30 p.m. with Doc and JT, Mile High Symposium, talking all things Mile High sports. They do their thing over there. And then you got Adhan and Bronco Libre with Broncos Talk, rocking their thing. And then Thursdays, you got the Mile High Oukast, Thursdays at 7. Remember, all times are Mountain Standard Time. I'm in the Pacific, so it doesn't really matter, I guess, for me. But anyways, Fridays, check out Viva los Broncos, your Spanish Broncos podcast, probably the only Spanish Broncos podcast that I know of. Check them out. Show them some love. We appreciate that. And then check out our sponsor, Dubby. It's the Jitterless Energy Blend. Check out the link down in the bio below to check out their website. They got a multitude of different flavors. And please, after you check out, use our code OBN10 for 10% off. You love to see it. No sugar, no calories, no maltodextrin. No fillers, no artificial colors. If you guys ever check them out, if you're trying to stay away from the jitters, check them out. Anyways, we're done with the housekeeping. The weekend was fun. March Madness was crazy. Baseball is the same old, same old. Welcome to the Rockies, right? I'm a little disappointed, man. They got their ass swept, so I kind of feel like we suck again, right? Type of thing. I'm looking for it right now.
Oh no! We suck again!
Oh, you're muted. Oh no. He's muted. He's muted, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, hop on. Who muted me?
I don't know. Casper the Friendly Ghost.
It's unfreaking believable.
I know. You know what, bro? I thought I unmuted you. Maybe I muted you, and then you muted yourself. I don't know, dude.
Maybe
Anyway.
it was the muteception. Either way,
bro. Oh, all right. So the Rockies freaking suck. They had their opportunity.
Yeah, it was I was saying, while I was talking to nobody, this was probably our most winnable series of our first 10 to 15 series. Yeah, the next 7 or 8 series we play nothing but playoff teams.
I think last I checked the Jays, we were playing the Jays right now. I don't know what the score was, but yeah, they were on the docket for today.
I bet you I could guess, probably losing.
I know they made a lot of moves and stuff in the offseason. They got this young manager, new front office. Hopefully they start trending in the right direction. By any means, are we going to make the playoffs? Hell no. But I would like to see this team at least win 65 games, which would be a substantial improvement compared to last year, right? So if we get some type of improvement, I'll take that. Every year, you get project. What do you call it? Progression, not perfection, is what I like to say when it comes to this.
Let's not lose 100 games.
And I'll be happy if we lose 99. That's fine. We didn't lose 100. It's better. That's an improvement.
Yeah, abuse, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Progression, not perfection. So let's talk about this Denver Broncos roster as it is. I mean, you look around the AFC West, right? You want to win your division first and foremost. That's one of the biggest goals. You got the quarterback, you got the coaching, ownership. I like how we match up fairly well overall, with the sample we got from last year. I felt like even though despite a lot of the improvements made across the AFC West, they were needed, right, to catch up and kind of tighten the gap in terms of competing with the Denver Broncos, because we were the number one, baby. We were number one not only in our hearts, but number one across the AFC. Yep, I know we couldn't get to the big dance. Damn it, Bo Nix has a fractured ankle. He breaks our hearts in the same breath as breaking his ankle, but you know what? It's okay, because you know how close we were, right? That just makes us that much more confident. You feel like you know now that Bo Nix is the guy for those who were really questioning, right, as to whether or not he would be just that. You saw him ball out. You saw him lead against Josh Allen. Man, I'm excited to just say Bo Nix is our quarterback. Could he be a top 10? We'll find out. I think we did a great job of adding another big play weapon to this offense, something that we desperately needed. Man, and then if the defense kind of takes a step back, but the offense takes a step forward, that's okay. You know what I mean? Because I want to be involved in the fun with offense, right? I think this defense could be bend, don't break, but still get it done and still get back to the AFC Championship. So, real quick, let's just run through the AFC West if you like. Kind of give me
absolutely. We can run through some of the AFC West. I would say just there's no reason for us to not be confident, right?
Right.
After what we displayed last season. Even though, granted, there's a lot of room for us to see, how you said, progress, right? Let's see some progress. I would love for our offense to be more of the reason why we're winning, more consistent, helping our defense out a little bit. giving them more opportunities to maybe even create turnovers and make those plays, right?
Right.
Because we didn't really start creating turnovers till the end of the season, and that'll be pivotal. Pivotal if we can just get a little bit more on offense. So
Yeah.
across the board with the AFC West, I would say, what do you want to start? Let's start from the trenches. Offensive line. What are we rating our offensive line across the board in comparison to the AFC West? Just to start, and we're starting with the division, just so the viewers know. Starting with the division because that's where it starts and almost ends. If you win your division, you host a playoff game.
Well, we know that the Raiders' offensive line was dog shit. They're at the bottom. They have a lot to do to make a lot of making up to do, right? Like, I mean, they just signed Tyler Lindenbaum, who's good. They got Powers Johnson, who's really good, out of Oregon. They got some few guys, right? Let's see how they attack it in the draft. Right now, I put them a D. I would say the Chargers, despite injuries, if they can sustain health, because the best ability is availability, they'd get a B right now, right? I think they have some dudes on that line, but they still lack interior offensive line help. Maybe they draft somebody like Emmanuel Pregnon, out of Oregon as well. Formidable dude, that would really help Justin Herbert. But there's improvements to be made. I think that's why I give them a B. The Chiefs, their O-line is in shambles, bro. They lost a lot of guys, right? They lost Juwan Taylor. They probably need to draft a few linemen in this draft. They drafted Josh Simmons out of Ohio State last year. You got one of the better centers, right? But I'd say a C. There's a lot of improvement that needs to be had on that offensive line. I'd say we have a B. It's not so much the fact that the talent there's some talent question marks that I have. But I would say I think just overall execution, not having those games where we just are in a slump, getting our asses kicked in the trench like how we did against the Chargers, right? I mean, despite them having their JV guys, I felt like we didn't execute on all facets of that and all cylinders. The Chiefs game was another one. But I think a B is pretty solid with some room for improvement, right? I think the depth could be better. We do have some guys that we've been developing, but hey, I think we need some depth for sure to round out this offensive line.
I'm not totally against any of those ratings. The Chargers, I would agree. They could probably sit around a B, maybe even a B minus, just because of the fact that they have no interior, right? They have some of the best tackles when healthy. Jesus. Slater going down really killed their season, but interior wise, they lack the ability to have the presence inside. It showed with their lack of being able to run the ball, and also Herbert, one of the most sacked quarterbacks, right? Like
that's a knock.
One most sacked quarterbacks that's just a telling sign, Eventually, you got to study it and decide: is he Russell Wilson and taking sacks, or is it your offensive line, right?
Yeah,
but I would be okay with that. The Raiders, for sure, we got to see something happen. I leave them in that D tier. Give them a solid D. They're rebuilding, trying to find their way back home.
Oh, they got a long way to that black hole.
Right. So, other than that, for us, I would give us a slight bump, maybe a B plus. Stepping on A minus territory. For one, we don't allow a lot of sacks. Granted, Nix gets the ball out pretty quick. They kind of help each other, but we don't allow a lot of sacks. We don't allow a lot of tackles for loss either.
Right.
We have very limited there, and our win rate on run or pass block is, I don't know if it was top 5 in both categories. This
I know run blocking was
the run blocking was 4, I think, and pass I think we're top 10 in both. So we also have we had 2 guys up for the Protector of the Year award, right? 2 all win minors and bowls.
Both should have won it, hands down, dude. The way he played.
Yeah. I mean, he's turned his whole career around. We used to just call him Garrett Holds.
Don't hold it against him.
That's it. That's all we used to call him back in the day. That's how we knew him. That's how we were introduced to him. He was Garrett Holds, and now he's a perennial offensive tackle in the league. So I would give us that edge in the division.
Overall defense, let's just do, because I want to jump through like just the division, and then we could go over our whole roster, like position by position. But like, how would you say our defense is? Probably, what would you give our defense? I'll let you start off and then go through the division with the defense. Just overall grade for the defense, and what could you?
Overall grade for the defense. It's tough. I think I would give us the A-, maybe a B+, just for the simple fact that we don't create enough turnovers. Mm-hmm. We can be a bend don't break defense, which granted wins us games, but we were also just giving our offense more opportunities to win those games. We weren't winning them on defense, right? I think to have even an A- defense, you should be accounting for some of those points. We're one of the bottom 5 teams in defensive scoring rate. Like that's a lopsided stat if you look at it based on what our defense has been viewed as and what we're all looking at them as. Everybody's fly zone 2.0, whatever. I don't think it was that far, but they're trying to make a name for themselves and they're not able to perform to those abilities yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yet. So I would probably stick with a B+ for our defense, semi A-, just for the fact that they are purely dominant. They displayed levels of dominance against multiple high levels of competition, right? The Packers came into town. We gave them work after being down.
Oh, yeah, we did.
So we were down. Defense had to hold down for us to come back. Like, that's a A-level effort. So across the board for us, I would say I got us sitting at an A-. I'll go fine.
Okay. What about like the Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders? What would you give their grades?
Chiefs.
Oh, man.
Chiefs, I think, hear me out. They're probably sitting in like closer to the B- tier right now.
They have Spagnuolo, man. You can't go wrong with him, right? Like,
right. And their coach, I think, brings them up to the B- tier because with a coach like that, he's going to put a bunch of players in the right positions. He's going to give them the scheme that they're good at, where they should be on the field, and coach them the right way. But at the same time, they've lost a lot of talent, and Chris Jones is only getting older. True. Right? They just lost Trent McDuffie.
Yikes.
They lost tackles and corners.
Right.
Yeah, what do they got left?
Starting corners to the Rams, dude. Like that, you got to fill that void, right? Somehow. So,
and they might see something in one of their guys, right? They might see something in one of those guys that have already been on the roster that we don't know yet, but they're gambling at that position. And linebacker wise, they're sitting solid. They paid their guy. Yeah, they paid Bolton, and they're sitting pretty solid up there. But overall, they're struggling. They're struggling to stop teams. They're struggling to get off the field. They're struggling to create pressure. In my house, right now, with that unit right now, they're not looking like too much of a scary defense.
Not at all. No.
And like you said, the X factor is going to be Spagnuolo, just getting these guys coached up in such a good fashion that these are NFL talent players. They're going to perform at a high level. It's just who's going to make the most mistakes and stuff like that. Who can't?
Yeah.
And they're also losing a lot of those elite names that we know, or we're growing, right? McDuffie was being mentioned as a top 5 corner potentially.
For me, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was being mentioned in those. So it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting. But right now, I got him sitting at like a solid B-.
You're so
even
nice.
with Spagnuolo. I don't like their roster depth right now.
Yeah, they got a lot to do.
They got a Karlaftis, right? That's a good. I think he's going to keep playing well, but it'll depend on what they add too. I still feel like they're rebuilding it, but they're not in a full rebuild on the defensive side.
Yeah, no, that's
They're
fair.
retooling. Chargers just, I don't even know how to talk about the Chargers, dude. The Chargers just gonna Charger. I don't care what defense they have. They're just gonna Charger, bro.
I think a lot of their defense went out with when the Jesse Minter got hired by the Baltimore Ravens. Dude, that dude doesn't really need a whole lot of all pros to coach up a defense. One of the rising defensive-minded geniuses in this league goes to Baltimore. That's a big void to fill. I mean, the league took notice. That's why Baltimore hired his ass, right, to be that for them. Man, before he was gone, they were pretty solid, bro. I'd give him that, right? They got Derwin James, those type of guys.
Oh, they got players, bro.
Khalil Mack, he's getting older, but he's still productive. You know what? I'd give this Chargers defense a B-. I'm going to give them a B-. Only the fact that, you know what? I'm going to lean more C+.
Okay, C+. Hold on. Hey.
C+.
Okay.
C+. C+. Ugh, and that hurts me to say, bro. It just hurts me to say because, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see, man. Because they got some dudes on the D-line, bro. That D-line is a problem, bro.
Yeah,
but
it can be nice.
The Raiders, they really have improved that defense, but how much, right? They were able to keep Max Crosby despite the physical gait, But they still added some talent. But is it going to be enough? I think they were like top 10 in DVOA last year, which is crazy to think about that the Raiders were that legit, right? When it comes to that, with the talent, the linebackers added and stuff, I would say, man, I'd give him a C. I'm going to give him a C.
You're just generous. Why are you so generous?
Because and they added Quay Walker.
Trash, bro. What are you talking about? The defense is dog water. The defense is.
I'm looking at the improvements though, because they did improve the corner as well. They traded for Teron Johnson. They re-signed.
I guess you gotta see how it plays out. They did go get Nakobe Dean, right? They went out some pieces. So
exactly. They got Quay Walker.
On paper, okay, I could roll with the C-.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, like you said, the Chiefs, I think, are what? What did I give the Chiefs a grade? Fuck, I think they got a lot to do. They got D's. They got D's, bro. Put some D's on that.
Just bought a Cadillac.
Just bought a Cadillac. They did it. They got a Cadillac on bricks right now. Okay, so they got a lot to figure out on that defense.
In the blocks, brother. They are not rolling.
I'm disrespecting the Chiefs. FUKC.
Yeah, we really.
We're being disrespectful in a way too. They are all right.
Would you expect anything different? Look at these backgrounds. Nothing
We're being disrespectful. I'm not. This isn't no analytical bullshit. This is
100%.
Straight up being a hater in the same breath as a fan.
100%.
So, but I would say for the Broncos grade, B-. B- on paper because we lost Ray Greenlaw, we lost John Franklin Myers, bro.
That's more significant. Greenlaw. It's a wash, right? For me. When he was in, it looked like he was making plays for the deal. And he also didn't really do anything. He didn't make so many great plays that blew me away. Greenlaw was not.
The goal line stand didn't blow the brakes off and blow your mind against Houston.
That's a good play. That's who he is as a linebacker.
Plural. Plays.
But he goes and gets suspended. His first game back.
Oh my God.
And then it's still not healthy for the rest of the season.
He was disrespected on that damn penalty.
I believe it. I agree. I was there. We talked about it.
We were there.
we were there, talking about. I was just like, I did like Greenlaw, but that's not huge in my eyes.
I get, like you're saying, the amount of
Andre
games that he was
Green,
available for.
yeah, he just
And it doesn't
availability, right?
and I get the fact too that he had a hard time with the playbook, I guess was mentioned by him. And also he was more of that rotational, right? So it kind of comes down to like, and we'll get into this more when we do our grades for the whole team, but it comes down to who's going to fill that third role, right? For the inside linebacker position. Do we draft that guy that gets a good amount of snaps to help spare those guys? But anyways, real quick, yeah, B- for me for the Broncos defense.
I mean, all we did was re-sign everybody.
Yeah, that's just it, dude.
You get another contract. You get another contract. You get another contract. Everybody's getting new contracts. Run it back.
George Payton and the ownership and Sean Payton, they were just generous as a motherfucker. As a mofo, bro. Like,
Shy Vargas in the house. He said, Colorado Rockies suck. We're back, brother.
Oh, no! We suck again! Oh, no!
Going for four straight 100-loss seasons, Hopefully not, but we'll see. I bet the money line is under, or over.
I'm gonna have to go back and look. Yeah,
we should look and see if what's the bet. What's the freaking odds of the Rockies losing 100 games? I bet it's minus. It's favored. How about the Nuggets? We'll talk about the Nuggets for sure. Nuggets are coming up. We were in the house. Said, what up, Big Baller Bros? I think it's so funny. The George quote about Bo thinking he's a good GM. I bet Bo is more vocal than we realize.
Oh, I know fucking Bo's.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
They got that chemistry rolling. I mean, we saw him have the crazy eyes. Him and Jokic. Him and Jokic got the crazy eyes.
I'm loco. He's just like, oh, bro. Man.
Appreciate you being here, Jay, though. Much love. Always love when Jay pops in. I said, do you think Patrick Mahomes will be ready for week 1? Absolutely not.
Who cares? I'm just kidding. Thank you, Shy, for dropping it. I don't give a damn. FUKC. ABCDFG.
What an ass. But yeah, no. I truly don't. I think he'll miss at least the first 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh my God!
And if not, they'll probably schedule us to play him in the later weeks so we don't hurt him. All right. Anyways, we can do a little transition, a little skirt.
So, do you want to rapid fire? We were in the middle of ranking these damn divisional rosters.
Yeah, we can transition back into that.
So, transition. I'm a clown today, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know what happened there. I didn't consent to that.
Can we just grade the coaches and get on with it? Like, I want to do the rest of the thing. I want to just get on with the damn show.
Get on with the damn show.
All right. Anyways, coaches. Ooh. I'm licking my chops for this one, bro. I'm going to give... You know what? Let me just give Sean Payton his flowers. Give Sean Payton his flowers. He is phenomenal. Like, he should have won. He should have been more talked about in the discussion. Sean Payton, I want to give you
off there, bud, but
Sean Payton, I want to give you your flowers, my boy. You set the standard of how a mofo should actually operate with a dead cap hit. We were dealing with some real great value shit. Like, let's talk about it, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. I thought we would still be stuck. You know, when initially we decided to move on, I thought it'd be like 4 or 5 years before we got to where we were last season, right? Like to AFC Championship, year 2 of dead cap of dealing with salary Wilson,
in the middle
salary dead Wilson. My goddamn, dead salary Wilson. I got to give this man an A, man. Like A plus, extra credit. Like, I don't know how we would have done it, bro. Like, it takes a good coach, bro, a good leader, somebody who we needed a grown up in this organization to help us steer us in the right direction. I think Sean Payton was just that, bro. You know, he was the perfect spice that we needed on this roster. We went through so many damn coaches, roaming the desert. Vance Joseph, I mean, and you're back in the building. Welcome. You're doing your thing. Vic Fangio's, the Nathaniel Hackett's. God damn, his name was awful. Hack his ass out of here. Get him out of here. You know, so it's like we went through a lot, right? But not only did he just, it's hard to get a quarterback, and he was arrogant as a mofo about it, right? When he was at the what was it, the combine or something like that, talking about he can evaluate a quarterback, right? Not
yeah. Before we drafted Bo, he said, you know, fortunately for me, you know, a lot of these guys aren't really good at this, and I am.
And he freaking got Bo Nix, and
he said, "Who do you think you are? I am.
I'm the captain now."
The stupid name. Oh my god.
Anyway, A plus.
But I will semi-agree. You know, I don't think I'm going to go the plus. I think A plus on the turnaround of where we were at to where we've come. You know, 2 seasons, AFC Championship game, should have been a Super Bowl. That's A plus material. Crazy. I'm going to give him an A straight.
A-Town. Peace up.
A-Town straight, because if he just called a better game, we probably would have been long gone into the Super Bowl, and Bo Nix would have never got hurt. So, A plus for getting us there. A to A minus for fucking blowing it, costing us a championship.
Damn it!
You're a monster.
All right, it's the facts. All right, the people want to hear the facts, and that's the facts. He cost us the fucking championship.
You blew your shot.
Yeah. Now, but we're gonna run it back. That's in the past.
We're gonna run it back.
It's in the past. We're moving forward.
What I would say is this: your next coach. Who's your next coach that you want to give a grade to, and then I'll give my next coach.
I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Reed himself.
Oh,
good old Andy.
You're gonna get a nice handful of. Okay, go ahead. Give your grade.
Andy's, you know, unfortunately, it's the Chiefs, right? Of course, he's the head coach for the Chiefs. That's despicable. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But dude has been a fucking premier coach for a long time in this league, and has got it done over and over and over again. And when they said he was retarded and stupid for getting rid of Tyreek Hill, what'd they go do? Win another fucking Super Bowl. Sorry ass piece of shit. But they win. He's turned that roster around every single year. And I'm just praying somebody doesn't let them get steady, bro. I'm gonna be really fucking upset. You're gonna have to hate one of your own players.
I'm gonna have to hate him. I'm gonna have to hate him.
You have to hate him, bro.
That one GIF. Who is it? Who's the one in the GIF? And he's like, I gotta do it, bro. And he has the fire.
I gotta do it.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. But yeah, straight up, like they sucked so bad this year. That did Andy Reid slide himself into just getting a fucking top 10 pick to come back and fucking turn it all around again? Hope not, but I'm gonna give Andy a freaking A, at least, if not an A plus. He's getting
apple ties. Yeah, he's a coach, bro.
got it done for years in Philly. Got it done for years here. Actually got it done right. He didn't actually win, but finally won when he got here.
I did appreciate Andy Reid, like in his time in Philly, despite not winning the big one, like having Donovan McNabb, right, and those guys, Terrell
Westbrook.
Yeah, Brian Westbrook, Brian Dawkins, who we got from like. Anyways, not to get off task.
Yeah.
You know, we can go down that rabbit hole. But
who's your next guy?
I would say
what do you give Andy? Yeah.
I would give him an A, bro. I like Andy, bro. If he was not on the Chiefs, I'd like him even more, right? Such a dude, such a good dude too, as well. Personality says a lot to me. Let's go with Jim Harbaugh, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this motherfucker is overrated. Overrated, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He's overrated, bro. In his tenure, how many Super Bowls has he won?
0.
Okay. And now within his tenure with the Chargers, how many Super Bowls? How many playoffs games has he won?
0.
So there you go. I want to be nice though, because he did turn him around. He's kind of instilled his identity. He was smart, and he went and got a coach who's an offensive-minded genius and well-respected around the league, and Mike McDaniel now. Okay, he's this is a quarterback-driven league. You get you somebody who can help elevate your quarterback. You do that in Mike McDaniel. Now let's see what happens, right? Let's see if this offense becomes explosive. Yikes! We're gonna find out, right? But right now I'd give good old Jim Harbaugh a C+. C's get degrees. He just hasn't freaking graduated yet. He hasn't gotten there yet. He's on his way to his associates. We'll find out if he meets the if he becomes a scholar and whatever. I'm on one today, bro. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. I like your sass. So
your next one. Go ahead, and then we'll close it off.
I'll say, Jim is. He's interesting. He's interesting. I think he really enjoys being more of like a quarterback's coach more than a head coach, because like he in the QB's his guy, right? He loves Herbo.
That's my
guy. I'll give him a C+.
I love Herbo. I was a Ducks fan, but damn,
he's a Charger, bro. He's gonna Charger.
I know.
Curse. But I have to take the last coach.
Clint Kubiak?
Yeah. Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll. That motherfucker gets an A for letting him get the number 1 overall pick, bro. When they fired his ass, thanks, come again. We got the number 1 pick.
To be Pete Carroll and Geno Smith, bro, that is travesty.
Welcome to your tenure, Tom Brady. You really effed this one up.
Lord Jeebus, help us all.
I'm here today, you guys, because I'm the man with the plan, and I'm like, you fucked that plan up.
He said, guys, I know exactly how to tank. I cheated the league for years.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
off topic roast session. Sorry. Clint Kubiak, probably going to be one of the best head coaches they've ever had. He's a brilliant mind. He's coming off of obviously he's Kubiak, right? He has Shanahan ties. He's coming off of that tree. He's built into that system. He runs a run pro offense. He's got hardware. He's been there as an assistant, as a leader to his guys, and pros. I mean, the name, it runs naturally, right? He's a Kubiak, right? And that doesn't mean every Kubiak's a freaking football whiz, but we've seen it at display. And he's going to I hope not, but he's probably going to turn them around here in a few years if they don't fuck it up, right? They'll be competitive and they'll do things the right way. He'll change the culture, the losing culture, right? He's coming from winning. He's bringing winning to that locker room that hasn't known that.
He was the coach of the Vikings, right? Am I not mistaken? Or the OC when they won 14 games, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I think Clint was on that staff.
Or I could be wrong, but
he might have been on that staff. Yeah. But yeah, regardless, he's a great mind, dude. He's a great mind. So I can't grade him as a head coach, technically.
Right.
Because we don't know yet.
Give him a projection grade. What would be a good year one for him with this Raiders organization? Fucking up getting the first round pick again. Like
a good year one.
He has a lot on his plate.
Like as a grade or like what the season should like. I mean, so I'll just say
a record and a grade. So like for to get him
to be able to get like a C+ grade out of his team. Right? Depending on what they do. And especially if they have Fernando, right? They're going to have a rookie. They're going to be going through the trenches. They're getting Ashton Genty going, year 2 running back. They're going young, right? So
Brock Bowers, damn.
Goal would be to see progress and chemistry within that offense, then be more competitive. Not just, you're going to beat the brakes off the Raiders, right? Like, be more competitive, have a chance in some games. I'm sure they'll have high expectations, but I mean, it's going to be tough sledding for them to win in the West.
Oh yeah.
So
they're going to be sledding up mile high, baby.
That's like I said, the games will be a lot more competitive. There will be a lot more edge to them. There will be a lot more scheme behind them. They'll actually have some sort of. So that would be his best outcome, is to show that they're on their way to competitiveness.
I think if he wins 6-7 games, he gets a C+. This man doesn't represent nostalgia. He represents direction of what this Raiders team needed in the worst way. Generational offensive mind. No, excuse me. Like he's gonna, he's one of those in this generation has one of those offensive minded coaches that is well respected around the league. I respect the hell out of him. I mean, he just came in and, with the front office, and they got the ball rolling with making improvements, substantial improvements with cap space, to the defense, kind of highlighting some of the positions of need that they did, and they went and attacked them. And then they got, some picks to, of course, round out this roster and then go from there. But build the foundation. He started building the foundation and getting things right for the most part, trying to. So we'll find out. I would say a C+. If he wins 6 or 7 games this year, and that would be in the right direction for them.
D-Rock said 8-9.
Okay. Hey, that's crazy.
I think that's pushing B. That's like
Fernando.
First year rookie winning 8 to 9 games. If Clint can pull that off, dude, that's a B grade for me.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kirk Cousins comes in though, because he was there when Kirk Cousins. I can say that factually, that he was there. Captain Kirk.
What's up, dudes and Chad? Appreciate you being here.
Thank you, D-Rock, for dropping in, bro.
Of course. All
right. Should we rapid fire the rest of our stuff?
Yeah, let's. Not a whole lot of freaking crap going on. Sorry, Chivas. We'll roll through, a little bit of the weekend. March Madness was pretty crazy. Had a few blowouts, a couple really good games. I don't know if anybody caught some of the games, but let me tell you, that Duke UConn game was
very nice.
Chef's kiss, brother. If you didn't catch it, go watch just the last like 6 minutes of the game. You can watch the whole thing if you want, but watch the last 6 minutes in fluid transition. The game was just rolling. It was intense. It was close, back and forth, and old dude hits the bucket with .3, 30-foot 3-pointer. And he said in his interview, he said, "Oh, I thought it was for the game tying shot. He didn't even know it was to win the game."
Dude, that's crazy.
He got there going OT, so shout out, obviously, because I hate Duke. So if you're a Duke fan, sucks to suck. UConn looking nasty. Illinois took care of business, bro.
Oh, sorry, I went back up too fast.
Oh, you're fine. Illinois took care of business. And most of all, the other two games were blowouts.
My bracket's trash, ladies and gentlemen. Don't laugh at me, please. If you do, just do it behind closed doors. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, my bracket's freaking cooked, but
Dude.
Most of all, Arizona putting up 109 points on Arkansas. Beat them by 21. 21?
21. Look, there it is. Yep.
Whoop their freaking behinds. So AZ's looking like the juggernaut. Michigan took care of Bama pretty easily. They pulled away there at the end.
Yeah.
So overall, did you watch any of the games? Did you see anything? Anything catch your eye?
Man, despite Arkansas losing, bro, I'm pretty high on Darius Acuff as an NBA prospect coming into the NBA, bro. Like, dude, he's a baller. If he had any kind of help, I think we'd be talking differently about the like an upset potentially. But Arizona is just a juggernaut right now. It feels like, man, damn.
They're nice, bro. They're nice. That game between the one seeds, so we can just move right on into to the Final Four, bro. The one seeds have to face off because neither of the one seeds made it on the other bracket.
That's so crazy, bro. And I'm pulling that up right now.
Yeah, so you got Arizona, Michigan. That should be a game. That should be a game right there, dude. We're talking. That's on. What's Wednesday's the first?
Jesus, Michigan, Arizona, the spread.
Michigan, dude. One seed's battling it out. That's absolutely insane in the Final Four.
You and I were pretty damn close about talking about St. John's pulling the upset, though, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right there. It's right. Duke's still I'm okay with it.
Iowa, they got pretty far, dude. Hey, we projected.
Hey, Iowa made the Elite Eight. That's sick. Good for them. Good for them. But yeah, I mean, I'm a roll with Arizona because that's who I picked to win the championship. So,
okay. I can respect your game on that.
I do think that's going to be a very good game. I think that's going to be I think both these games are going to be premier games. Illinois is nice. They're playing real nice right now. They're the boring team. They play like the Spurs, bro. Back in the day, exactly. Play like.
But they're efficient though, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah, they play like the Greg Popovich Spurs.
I feel like it's the Nuggets.
They are just moving the ball, finding the best shot. They're a freaking well-oiled machine. Technically, they have a good. That's gonna be fun. I got Arizona and UConn for an epic showdown.
Yeah, I have UConn winning. I have them beating Illinois. Oh man, and I have to say, Arizona's gonna beat Michigan despite being 1.5 underdogs, which is a little disrespectful. Despite the
Michigan's nice, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. I would only be surprised if it's a blowout on either end.
Okay.
Should be a great game. We could roll on over get a quick word in here. Another reason for some of our topics today, it is the calm before the storm, where we're at the end of our seasons, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the end of our NHL and NBA seasons. I think less than 10 games each, probably less than that, 6 games or so. You got the Avalanche up 5-1 on Calgary right now.
Dude, that's
Whooping
crazy.
that ass. Gonna win the President's Cup, most likely. President's Trophy for most points. So we'll be locked in as the 1 seed. Not after tonight, but just in general, we keep it up. But want to give a big shout out to our teams and make sure everybody knows that it's coming fast. All right, these playoff rounds are going to happen, and you're not going to get me to shut up about the freaking playoffs. All right,
dude. I know you and I when we first won that championship with the Nuggets, dude. We were, I think, unbearable. I know my wife was like, Dakota, you need to shut up already. You're just driving me nuts talking nonstop about these teams. But let me pull this up real quick. Dude, how are you feeling about potentially matching up with the Wolves in the first round, dude? Right now, we would currently play the host. We're okay at being a host this season at home. I mean, we're not where I would like us to be at home, but I feel like it's always good to have the home play in front of the home crowd, right? I feel like our guys would get up for them. Would that scare you, a matchup like that, of that caliber?
No. Honestly, like I said, I think I've been pretty vocal about this. I would like us to have a home court in any way, at least best we could. Would love to come steal the 3 spot.
Yeah.
That would be ideal for me to come steal the 3 spot.
Oh, me too. I'm hoping for that, but we got 6 games left.
Not to not play the Timberwolves, just to have the higher potential, highest potential seed there. Timberwolves, they're a good team, but I definitely don't think they have what they had a few years ago when they were.
Oh yeah,
when they were tearing us down, bro. And we blew those.
Kill Alexander Walker.
We blew the freaking 30-point lead, right? Twice at home. Like, come on, it was an anomaly, if you ask me.
They had 2 7-footers, bro. Like a Cat and freaking Rudy Gobert. Like, Jesus, man. At that point, Jokic just worked. He's gassed.
Well, and we also didn't have a roster, right?
Exactly.
We were playing with our 7-man freaking rotation, 6-man rotation.
Jesus.
We're getting work. So right now, I'm super comfortable. Watching the Nuggets go play any of these teams right now.
I'd say we'd win in 6 against Minnesota first round. I think that'd be fair.
That's fair, but I honestly could see a gentleman's sweep.
4-1, like the first time we played, that was the year we won.
Unless Ant goes off, or like maybe they get, maybe they have 1 extra game in them. I think we should definitely gentleman's sweep them.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at that, dude. I would not be mad at that one bit. I'm feel confident going against Houston Rockets. I like us in a series against the Lakers, bro. I think a lot of these games, the 2 games, that we lost, that really hurt us, man. And we had opportunities against the Lakers. Was like, I think it'll be a different result, dude. And I could see us that one. I could see going 6 games if we had that opportunity, bro. Like, we're going against the Thunder in the next round if we did advance, dude. And I like our chances. Anytime you have Jokic on the floor and you have depth, you like your chances, bro. And like a lot of the games that we played close, we still weren't healthy yet with any of our starters. Yeah. We were missing Peyton Watson, dude. And you've seen how vital that
is. We got a full squad. There's not a team in this bracket that I really am worried about. Not saying we're going to mollywop everybody. Like, if we play the Thunder, I expect it to probably go 7.
They're going to get their licks, yeah.
you know, six or seven, you know. You see SGA got one of his first ever push-off calls and he cried about it.
No.
Baby boy.
I think a lot of people are getting tired of that BS, bro. I know.
Been tired of it. Man's just
tired of it, dude. But the refs are probably tired of it too, man.
Absolutely ridiculous. It's freaking redonkulous.
Bro, even
yeah, not worried about the Timberwolves.
That SGA on the timeline.
We'll see how it finishes out, you know, because what are we? Like I said, we only got
6 games left,
6
dude.
games left, something like that.
And remember, we talked about, hey, if the Nuggets could finish, I think we at that point we were, I don't even know how many we had left. But we were like, hopefully they go 7-3 or whatever the case was. Hey, dude, they're 6 in a row.
They're on their way. They're on their way. Yeah, we got some games that we can make up here. Make a little push.
Yeah. Dude, it would be. I think you're right, though. I think it'd be ideal to get the 3 seed and jump the Lakers, hopefully. Because and then you're on that side of the bracket, and you don't have to wait until the following, right, to play the Thunder down the line. Maybe that would be.
I mean, yeah, we could see OKC in the Western Conference Finals, which is probably what everybody wants to see, right? Because
Spurs are good, though.
Spurs are good. I think they're still too young. I think. Wemby's nice, right? I mean, they're nice though. I could be
Castle's
wrong.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
I like Castle a lot, dude.
Oh yeah, Castle's nice too.
Oh my god,
they got a good team. I guess you just never know. You just never know. This is why we played the game.
You play to win the game. Hello. No, I'm excited though. The East though is so boring, dude. Like, oh my god, I think just the Pistons are gonna walk through all that, dude.
The East has always been so boring. Always.
Maybe the Celtics might just up, because Tatum's back. You know what I mean? Everyone's just sleeping on Boston, maybe, and they come through. But I don't know. I'm excited about the playoffs. I love the NBA playoffs, dude.
You don't think the Knicks will turn it around?
Dude, they got their ass beat to freaking Charlotte bad. Dude, the baby was over there freaking trashing some of those fans. Some of the Knicks fans. I think it was the baby that was over there, like, being a bully. Who else we got? NHL? How are we looking with that? Let's pull that up real quick.
Well, I mean, we're the 1 seed.
Did you say we were?
No, we are the 1 seed. Okay. It's not official. We got to finish our games, but we got 106 points, and we're about to get 2 more tonight.
Ooh. Damn. Is it on the screen? I'm looking at the other page.
It's not on the screen.
Boom. Look at that. Dude, the Stars and the Avs are low-key the best teams, bro. Like, just, it ain't even close, right? Like,
yeah, that's
so crazy.
We're in the same division. The top 3 teams are all in the same division.
That's not even fair, huh? Like,
that's ridiculous.
And then you go to the other side, and it's like,
I mean, they got those top 3 teams are playing real well. I mean, Tampa Bay is always a threat. Carolina just was in the Cup a couple years back. Buffalo's the surprising one, you know. Sabres are making some noise. But they also play in the East.
Yeah.
It's like the NBA, right? Like, they play more games in the East. So they're going to have a lot more potential wins off of worse opponents. Whereas we got series with Dallas straight up, play them 4 or 5 times a year.
Yeah.
Same with the Wild, play them 4 or 5 times a year. Like,
dude,
it's ridiculous.
Want to run through some comments real quick?
Surprisingly, I don't think there's any new comments. Guys, you got to start commenting. Tell us what you think. Oh, here we go. D-Rock said, I love glazing our mile-high Broncos. No Diddy. But these mofos in our division better beef. their defense because Bo coming back healthy and he has weapons now.
Bro, he can
100%.
be Arby's. Where's the meats? Because they ain't gonna be any when it's both slicing and dicing. And
And I don't condone this next comment, but D-Rock is good people, and I will allow him to speak his mind here.
I will allow it.
Go Lakers and Sharks. Must really suck to be a Sharks fan. That's for sure. I'm so sorry. And Lakers too. That sucks. Sorry. All the hope with Luka to save the world, and
it's not gonna happen.
Gonna watch LeBron choke another one away.
Ouch.
He's choke for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Lakers suck. Yeah, get him! Hype man in the building.
Get him. Let him know.
Oh.
Let him know who's daddy.
Well, yeah, people. Hell yeah. I think we had enough for today.
Me too. We had a good episode, dude. I mean, I'm excited.
It's been a super long week, if you guys can't tell.
Yeah, we're kind of not in our bag.
Super burnt out this week. But still enjoying talking stuff. We're going to get into some real fun times here in the next couple of weeks.
George and I are looking at potentially having a big mock draft with some other content creators and doing it big with a bunch of other fools and do some selections. Maybe we'll do 2 rounds of 2 rounds of mock.
Get it? No. Looking for that.
No, but man, the draft's a lot of fun. I know it's been pretty quiet on the Broncos end, despite having Jalen Waddle, after trading for him. But I'm excited just to have him on our roster, trading for that level of talent on this Broncos team. And now it's always the question of who's the odd man out in that particular wide receiver room. It's to be seen. I know the Broncos say we like the room. They also mentioned they like the room many times. They go to trade for Jalen Waddle. Last year, they traded Devon Vele, and they liked the room because Troy Franklin and Pat Bryant, shout out. So, hey, let's find out. I'm not going to ever count out anything, though, for this roster. If you can add more picks and build this roster and round it out more, then go ahead and do your thing, Chicken Wing. But no.
Love it. Great take.
Love it.
Love it. He said, D-Rock said, it's like being a Browns fan.
That's tough.
That is tough.
San Jose Sharks, have they ever won?
Don't hurt his feelings.
Oh, okay.
He said, I hit the wrong one, but hey, freaking Married with Drinks, Lenny and Sandy. Thanks for stopping by. This is me, fellas. Sorry so late. Stopping by to say what's up. Appreciate you guys. He said, count the rings, though. Lakers for life.
Oh, them rings are tall as a mouthful. Let me just tell you right now.
You guys aren't undefeated in the finals, so
there's no more bling left. No, I'm just kidding.
Get on our level. You're not undefeated.
Oh, man. You gotta love the Nuggets-Laker rivalry.
Right tackle in the draft. I wouldn't mind it. In the second.
Dunker?
Dunker!
Blake Miller, if you were to drop out of Clemson.
I wouldn't mind the right tackle. I mean, we have to prepare for Garrett Bowles and McGlinchey to both pretty much end their careers.
Dude, next year we have 27 free agents.
Yeah.
Hitting the market. So we got to figure out. I guess nothing's out of the question. If I'm being honest, I'm sure George Payton and Sean Payton are like, "Hey, we're aware. I'll allow it. We got to get that on."
Exactly. I'll allow it. Oh, Married with Dreams said you can always tell a real Browns fan because they tell people they're Browns fans.
Go easy.
Sharks, nope, they've never won. Like I said, just like the Browns, Sharks fans, Browns fans, same, but different, but still same.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to get get things going. Next Monday, I think we'll have a guest on.
Yeah, we might have a guest or two on next Monday. See what's cracking lacking. There will be plenty to talk about. March Madness will be happening.
Ooh, get your head in the game. Get your head in the game.
A little Final Four action. Get your poker phone.
Yep. Get it on. Well, this was a good episode, bro. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we were a little slow today, but we'll be back next Monday. And we'll see what we have cooked up by then for y'all. But until next time, any final words for them, Montayo?
Much love. We love you guys. Thanks for being here. Like, share, and subscribe. And all of our chatters and commenters, go like, share, and subscribe their pages too. Drinks, good people. Even shout out D-Rock, good people. It's all love, of course. We're all just fans here, having a great time. Glynchy hasn't been healthy, exactly why we have to prepare for him to be gone. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful night. I'm so glad you were here to enjoy the best part of your Monday.
Until next time, man, remember.
Catch us.
Even Broncos, bro. My high salute. Good night, y'all.
Do you even Broncos, bro, when we hit that field? Orange and blue pride, it's our strength and our shield. Every win, every loss, we deal with the flow. Broncos bros on the mic, let the whole world know. So tune in tight as we break it down slow. Broncos bros forever, let the whole world know.